Live, breaking news from KION News Channel 546.
Good evening. We begin with breaking news tonight. Salinas police say a suspect is in custody tonight after leading police on a pursuit that ended when they crashed into a restaurant on South Main Street, injuring multiple people tonight. Thanks for joining us. I'm Veronica Macias. What we know is that several ambulances were seen leaving Gino's restaurant. Police reported that none of those people injured tonight had life-threatening injuries, thankfully. What we know is that police spotted a reckless driver. They say a car sped down South Main Street at about 8 p.m., crashing into the outdoor dining area of the restaurant. And our chief meteorologist, Dan Siaga, happened to witness that chase. Dan, you were there. In fact, you gave police a statement.
Yeah, Veronica, here's what I saw. I got onto southbound South Main Street and quickly saw in my rear view mirror a vehicle approaching at a high rate of speed, followed by a law enforcement officer with the sirens on. So I pulled into the center lane to let them pass by to the right. It was a silver Mercedes with dark rims. It then proceeded to fly southbound through the intersection at Blanco, which was a red light, and there were cars. There was cross traffic that barely missed this car going at a high rate of speed. I then watched it continue south past the Knob Hill, and then there was this big cloud of dust, and I heard tires squealing and this crashing noise. And of course, I was a little bit behind that. I hadn't gone through the intersection just yet, so I proceeded when it was safe. And, came across the scene where there's debris everywhere. There was another vehicle involved in the accident that looks like it had been rear-ended, and the tent was damaged at the restaurant there. There were people standing around shocked. And then all of a sudden, all of the police cars, and there were many of them, and ambulances started showing up and swarming the area. And then our Josh Cristianto, Veronica, he was next on scene, and, he's been live out there tonight as well.
Yeah, and, from that video, we could see people being loaded into those ambulances, some of them even smiling. So good news, no life-threatening injuries. Taking it out to Josh Cristianto, who's live for us near Gino's restaurant with what else we've learned tonight. Josh?
Well, that's right. Police are still processing the scene right now. You can see a group of officers standing there. They are taking photos of the debris and the apparent trajectory of the vehicle as it crashed into Gino's restaurant off of Highway 68. Now, you can actually see in this video, if you're taking a look at it right now, it appears to be the car that actually crashed. You can see it blinking, the taillights, right inside the tent where people eat outdoors at Gino's. One suspect has been detained after numerous patrons pointed in the direction where the suspect fled, but police are looking into whether there are any more people involved in the crash. We haven't confirmed whether the detained suspect is actually the driver of the Mercedes. Numerous diners were injured, some with serious injuries, but again, none that are life-threatening. They have been transported to local hospitals, and by our estimate and investigators, at least 5 people were injured in the aftermath of this very scary scene here tonight. Now, police are still processing the scene tonight and will likely be doing so for the rest of the night, but we're going to bring you more information as we get it. Reporting live in Salinas, Josh Cristianto, KION News Channel 546.